Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Nation. Now today I'm going to be giving you guys a very tired Q&A. I have a lot of lack of sleep going on today. But I'm going to give you guys my Q&A, and in case you didn't notice, I know it's going to, maybe some people are going to be annoyed by it, but I'm mentioning it anyways because I'm doing a promotional deal with Gemma right now. It is a site where collectors or people that like the same thing can go on there, hang out. It's a social community. You can go on there and buy, trade, sell Dragon Ball stuff, anime stuff, comic books, Walking Dead, cars stuff, all sorts of things. You can go on there, rate items, find out what things are worth. You can even just do random discussions. It's like a social media site and like an eBay sort of thing together. All free, completely. They have a mobile app, an Android app. I'm not going to mention this on every video, but I felt I should on this one because it's a regular video. They are supporting me right now. If you guys use the link down below, that supports me only with that link down below. So if you sign up, that pays me, supports their site, help me continue this to do YouTube full time. So hopefully if you guys haven't checked it out, you will check it out because it does actually support me a lot. But without that, out of the way, let's get right into this. Hey Josh, I think son Goku can use, or he's asking me if I think Goku can use instantaneous movement to get from Universe 7 to Universe 6. That's an interesting question. That is an interesting question, and I think that should be the, honestly, that should be the featured question, even though it's right at the beginning. I guess people won't be asking where the question is. That's a really interesting question because I think Goku can. And the reason that I say this is because Goku on Beerus' planet, even though it's in the same universe, he couldn't lock on to Earth. He knows where Earth is. I mean, obviously, probably not in relation to Beerus' planet. But he needs to lock on to the signal, so he needs everyone to power up on Earth when Frieza comes around, obviously. I think if Goku can sense an energy from Universe 6 to Universe 7 or vice versa, I don't see why he couldn't. I do understand there's a whole, other dimension thing, going through. But you gotta think, I mean, even though it's a little bit different, Gotenks could break out of a dimension with the hyperbolic time chamber. Who's to say Goku can't go, instantaneously move from one dimension to another, which it's different, it's a universe. That's an interesting question, it really is. I think the Gotenks example is actually a bad example. I don't understand why I mention it. Lack of sleep. I've been staying up to do these videos all day so I can play the Division beta tomorrow. Random fact for the day. That is an interesting question I want you guys to comment down below about, because I think that really is, I mean, if he can do it, I mean, I'm sure they're going to use it. They're going to, I think, at least hint upon it in Super, or, mention it in some way. I feel like they're not going to leave it out. I think there's going to be a point where Goku might have to do it. I mean, they obviously had to take some spoilers for the manga here. They had to take a ride to get to this place. Obviously, he doesn't know where it is. But it's really, 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 really far away. It's in another, complete universe, really. So that's interesting. Maybe Goku can't do it from other universes, but I think if the thing is this, I'm not saying the energy from one universe can travel to the next, but if it can, I think Goku can probably transfer himself to that next universe as long as he can feel that energy, because it's just traveling. You're not breaking some barrier, it seems. I don't know. I ask you guys that question as well. That's a really cool question when you get down to think about it. How you doing, fam? I am doing good. Having fun making videos. Again, tired. I think I'm coming down with something too, like cold. Hi DBN, who do you think is stronger, Super Goku or Super Vegeta? For me, it's Vegeta from what is shown in Super. I think from the Super anime, it implies obviously that Vegeta is a bit stronger. After, when the Resurrection arc comes around, there's no real mention of it. They still seem like they're about equal, just kind of like that's implied in the movie. Even Goku was actually implied to be stronger in the movie. Just a little bit. Like it was hinted at. In the manga chapters that proceed, to continue the story after the film. These events happen after the film, before the Universe 6 arc. Well, actually, the start of the Universe 6 arc, it's kind of implied or shown that Goku is a bit stronger due to how they were kind of sparring. If my memory is correct, I haven't actually looked at that chapter because it's kind of old news. Obviously I don't go back and look over the manga chapters, look over the episodes for these Q&As. These are just off memory. But if memory serves me correct, I'm pretty sure it showed that Goku was a little bit ahead of Vegeta right then. But they're very close. The whole Broly movie, the whole Broly Second Coming movie was a plot hole because where the fuck was Vegeta, Piccolo, and Tien? You got Krillin? You don't like Krillin? What's wrong with Krillin, man? You're not wrong. There's no reason why Piccolo, especially Piccolo, I feel like, because Vegeta was obviously a little bit of a bitch in the first Broly movie. But he still would have shown up, but especially Piccolo should have been there. Tien probably would have been there, but not fighting. He's a little, weak compared to Broly. You're not wrong. I mean, it's something everyone's thought, but you're not incorrect. Let's see. In future Trunks' timeline, or should I say Trunks' timeline, Mr. Popo did not tell Gohan about Trunks, or Gohan and Trunks about the hyperbolic time chamber. Plot hole. Well, you're kind of stating the obvious at this point. Either that or another completely logical answer, which I've always thought. People just assume the time chamber was still standing. There's not even a hint that it's even there. The time chamber really could have been the whole lookout could have been destroyed by the androids. Think about it. Giant building. Oh, that looks fun to destroy. Then they blow it up. That's really possible that it could have happened. I think a lot of people don't understand that. I think the bigger plot hole would be why didn't, King Kai, because he cares about Goku. He has to care at least at that point in the series, when the Trunks timeline, kind of diverges. Have a little bit of interest in the well-being of Earth, obviously. Now the thing is the androids don't affect the whole universe, so it's not as much his worry. But the bigger plot hole, in my opinion, is why didn't he contact him about New Namek? Again, plot hole. It wasn't thought of yet. All that stuff. It really wasn't thought of. How come in the I guess he means a 3-year time skip, Goku did not go in the time chamber to fight the androids, and Goku known about the whole time? Well, the thing is that Goku in those 3 years was training Gohan. Remember, a very weak Gohan. You can't handle the time chamber if you don't have a certain power. You have to have a certain level of strength, and Gohan didn't have that yet. The real reason why they didn't even really mention it is because the writers forgot. But there is a in-universe answer is that it would not make sense for Gohan to go in there yet. Obviously, Goku was training Gohan with Piccolo. So yeah, that's my answer for that one. I can't touch the X button to delete that question. Why didn't Gohan go Super Saiyan on Namek? Because in the Cell, I guess he means the Cell games, he turned into a Super Saiyan 2 because his friends were beating up, but he saw his friends get beat up all the time and did not go SSJ. Well, number one reason, Super Saiyan was supposed to be something special for Goku right there at that time. They didn't have all this stuff planned about, how Super Saiyans attain and all that stuff. Number two, I don't think Gohan did not exactly, in my mind, have the motivation. Like, yes, he was angry, but he did not have the motivation to go Super Saiyan at all. I think, Vegeta would have had obviously had a better chance in my mind of going Super Saiyan. I don't think that he had the right push, because Goku's the one, that really pushed him. And obviously they didn't really train much in the time chamber in the manga, but in the anime it's very well depicted. Goku kind of is the one that gives him the real push to go Super Saiyan. SpongeBob is a show. Oh, got a SpongeBob question. What the fuck? SpongeBob is a show that makes no sense, because how the fuck is it Is it a river under the ocean? And do you write on paper on the ocean? How do you make money? Have money on the water? Well, they can also have fire too. My answer to that, I ain't got one for you, friend. I really don't. DBZ, when they went to Fake Namek to look for the Dragon Balls on Fake Namek, how did the Dragon Raider find the balls if it was never no balls there? It's not a bad question, because you'd have to think that the fake balls would have to, the maker of those fake Dragon Balls, you know, whatever's in them, would have to have the same components as a regular Dragon Ball for it to detect it. It's an interesting question. I don't know if anyone likes the fake Namek filler, but it was okay. I don't know if anyone else likes it or not. Let's see here. Wow, that's a yawn. You probably couldn't hear it because I was really silent. Who killed more villains, Vegeta or Goku? Okay, let me count. Vegeta killed, well, now the thing is, are you talking about villains, minor or major? Because I'm going to talk minor here. You have Kui, Dodoria, Zarbon. Oh god. Then next you got Birder, Jace, Coom. Guldo. That's pretty much already more than... Okay, Vegeta's killed more. I think that's pretty clear already by the Namek arc. Now, I'm not going to go here and recount all of Dragon Ball. Because Goku did kill some guys there. But I'm definitely confident off the top of my head, without counting over every single character, pretty confident Vegeta's killed more. SSJ God, SSJ Vegeto versus Beerus. I think this is an obvious question. I don't even know if I really need to answer it, but I'm going to. I think even if it was the quote-unquote Saiyan Beyond God Vegeto, it would beat Beerus. You know, a Resurrection F version of Vegeta. You have to understand. I don't think people understand how powerful Fusion is. Maybe you have underestimated Fusion in the past, but it's powerful. Very, very powerful. And I think what people don't understand, especially Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, oh my goodness. Super Saiyan God Goku was around 60% of Beerus' power, remember that? Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan's a little bit stronger than that. Now, don't get my words twisted, I'm not saying a transformation's stronger, I'm saying that Goku is stronger. I'm gonna do an in-depth video, well, somewhat in-depth video, maybe Saturday, maybe the next week, really going down and explaining the difference between the two transformations, which one's stronger. No idea what I'm gonna call it. I gotta get a unique title here, because Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan vs Super Saiyan God, that's probably been done to death. I gotta think of a different title. But Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku in Resurrection F is stronger than what he was in Battle of Gods. That's more than 60% of Beerus' power. Even if Fusion doubled power, they would already be about as strong as Whis. But Fusion is not an addition of power, it's far more than that. So Super Saiyan God Vegeto would demolish even Whis, and it's not even a close fight. And I think that it's a little crazy after my explanation right there to think otherwise. I know people are going to be like, oh, well, Whis will just use his reverse time. Okay, if he gets a chance. I mean, you know how fast Vegeto's going to be? He'll rip his organs out. And you know, that's funny though. I'm not trying to like make an argument for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta being stronger than Whis. I'm not getting into that debate. Don't debate that in the comments. I'm not asking you to. But one of the funniest things I've ever heard in a comment that always blows my mind is, because I made a video where I said, and I disagree with some of the things in the... No, I actually don't disagree with any of the things that's in the video, but it was before Dragon Ball Super came out, so I obviously don't have as many details. But I did a video on how strong is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta the strongest Dragon Ball character ever. I gave perfect evidence to display why I thought he was. I don't really think there was anything wrong with what I said. It was obviously before Super. I'm not saying I was incorrect in what I said. I'm not saying I was correct because I don't know still. But I said I think he's stronger than Whis, and people say, oh, he's not stronger than Whis because Whis can turn back time. That doesn't fucking make him stronger, you dolt. So is Guldo stronger than Vegeta if Vegeta can get frozen by Guldo? Very good logic there, isn't it? Very excellent logic. And that's the logic of the people of the internet, folks. Something you have to deal with on a daily basis when you're a YouTuber. It really makes the blood pressure rise. It really does. Do you think by the Cell Saga their punches should be able to destroy a planet or a galaxy? And how come Golden Frieza and SSJ God SS Goku did not destroy the Earth when Super Saiyan God Goku and Beerus punches were destroying the universe? Well, the thing is that Goku kind of learned how to not make those punches kind of like, you know, vibrate the universe like that. I don't know if Frieza really would have cared about that or really figured that one out, because they didn't seem to be used to that form. They probably forgot about it already, the writing. They probably already forgot about it, but I don't think that's in the Cell Saga they can destroy galaxies with their punches. Maybe a planet, but I still doubt that. Because even though I think Goku would have been holding back in Battle of Gods, he did punch through King Kai's planet as Super Saiyan 3. Even though I think he was holding back, I don't know if he went all out, if he could blow up the whole Earth with one punch. It's a weird scenario. Maybe, in theory, but it's nothing, we haven't seen anything like it, so I don't know. I really just do not know, my friend. DBZ, why... I like how I labeled it DBZ. But, why do you think people keep thinking Pikkon was near Cell's power when it was clear that he was holding back a lot of his power? Because when he went to Hell, when he was in Hell and was fighting people, that were weaker than Nappa, he was going to fight Goku when he was in his base form. You're not incorrect about that, and I've always said I don't like that scene. I don't ever use that scene as evidence that Pikkon's stronger than Cell. But I do think Pikkon's stronger than Cell, and Cell's my second favorite character, by the way, and Goku's my favorite. I don't have Pikkon anywhere near my favorites. But using power scaling from the time placement when the arc takes place, the fact that Pikkon was holding himself against himself so well, and you know, against Goku, especially with Super Kaioken, I think that's pretty possible that Pikkon was at least equal to, or if not stronger than, Super Perfect Cell. Yes, that first shot was a cheap shot. I don't like using that shot against Cell as evidence, because it was a cheap shot. You know, he was not powered up. We know Cell likes to, you know, regulate his power a lot like Goku. But I do think, based on his performance against Goku in the tournament, I definitely think that Pikkon should, in theory, be stronger than Cell. Okay, this is an interesting question. Who do you think can get more angry, Geekdom or Hail Zeon? Because I can't tell the difference. Well, I've talked to them both on Skype, and from what I understand, Hail Zeon definitely could probably be more angry, in my opinion. The Geekdom's no slouch himself in that department, though. He's never gotten mad at me because I'm perfect, but oh boy, here we go. Dragon Ball Nation versus Geekdom in a fight. Obviously me. I hope he watches this because he's a bitch. Again, I'm perfect, so you know, how are you gonna defeat me in a fight? That's pretty much the end of that. But that's probably a good spot. That's probably a good spot to end it on. A nice, weird question at the end. Again, guys, what do you think about the feature question here? Can Goku use instant transmission to go from Universe 7 to 6, or vice versa? Do you think it's possible? Let me know what you guys think down below. But hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Again, if you haven't checked it out, if you can, check out Gemmer in the link down below. Again, supports me. I don't want to push it in you guys' face. I really do think it's a good site. They're, you know, letting me sponsor them. I get helped out. You know, I continue to do this full time. So you guys can check that out in the link down below. You know, go down there completely free. It really does support me and help me continue to do this full time and continue to give you guys good quality videos. So hopefully you guys do that. But other than that, thanks for your time. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you later.